Hey there, Steve at Fox Can Farms. You might recall last fall we made some silage out of sorghum stalks. We're going to tap into it today and see how it looks. If you saw our other video last fall, we had made some silage, or chopped up some sorghum stalks that we had and put it into bags to make silage. Well, somehow winter sort of got away from us here. It got really cold, and so I was about to kind of crack open the silage, and it get so cold that just kind of stopped going, didn't go out there and take care of it. Well, now spring is pretty much here. It's about 40 today, maybe 30, 37, somewhere in there. And I thought we'd tap into the silage. Now the bags, you might recall, we put it in a double bag of heavy-duty garbage bags, and then we placed that inside of feed bags. Now the feed bags are quite faded. If you watch our video, you'll see that the feed bags actually had some color. So they've been out here for a while. It's been fermenting. So we're going to tap into it. We're a little afraid that maybe it might have gotten sour on us. We'll see if we waited too long, but we'll see how it looks. And if it looks good, we'll give some to the chickens. All right, so let's jump in here and see what we got. Got some juices hanging out, seeping out a little bit there. It's not bad. It's a good sign. So last fall we just used, like I said, we used a double layer of heavy-duty garbage bags, and then we tied it off with just some cable ties. So let's crack this open. Let's see what we got. Kind of excited to see what we have here. Missed that one. There we go. You know, it smells like silage. That's a good sign. All right. Well, let's see. Hopefully it's didn't go sour on us. Hopefully we didn't wait too long. No, that doesn't smell sour at all. I think it's still good, so it's a good sign. Well, I brought a bucket. It's a little bit much to give them all at one time, so let's tap into here. Still some moisture in the bottom there. That's good. Another good sign. All right, tell you what, I'm going to have you come in here close. So we'll bring you on in here close. Take a look at what we got here. That's looking good. It's got a good smell to it. It's got a real good smell to it. Some of these high fiber, these long chunks here, we had some of those kind of come about at the end of our chopping process, but the smaller stuff is what they're going to be eating. They'll be pecking through that, I would think. So yeah, if you take a look here, it's looking real good. I'm in the sun here. Sorry, I got a shadow here. Hopefully you can see that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take a little bit more of that, throw it in the bucket, and I'm going to seal it up here, and then we'll probably head over and give it to the chickens. Yeah, it's got a really good smell to it. If you're familiar with silage, it's got that nice silage smell. Now, some people don't care for that. Of course, some people a little bit sickening smell, but to me, I always kind of liked it. I remember at my grandparents' farm, they had silage. I kind of like the smell, but alright, that should be plenty. So Shake this off and close it up. Close it back up, and we'll probably just keep slowly feeding that. I don't think this time I'm gonna put a cable tie on there. I'm just gonna wrap it up, twist it, and then put it back upside down. We want to get as much of the air out of here as we can. We don't want it to go sour on us. It's packed in there pretty good, so you don't have to worry too much about squishing it down. It's just air on the end. It's really not a big deal. And we'll slip it down. There we go. All right, let's go see what the chickens think of it. Okay, so we're at our small coop. We have 2 coops for our laying hens. This is the smaller of the 2, and we're going to give some of this silage to sorghum silage to the hens here, see what they think of it. And come to think of it, I don't think we've done a coop tour. Maybe we'll have to do a tour of both the coops so you can have a better look at that. So for now, we're going to focus on the silage and see what they think of it. All right, so they really want to get outside, so we'll see if I can convince them to stay inside with the silage. When I throw the food in there, they usually go in. We'll see if they'll do it with the silage here. They are they're ready to get out. All right, girls, come on, girls. I'm not sure if you can see it. We got one. She's a little interested in coming out, but let's see here. Look at there. They are pecking away at it a little bit. They're curious. Yeah, and like I thought, they're going after the smaller chunks. They're not too sure about it. Some of them are checking it out, so I think, to be honest, I think they're more interested at the moment in getting outside and enjoying this balmy weather. Like I say, it's about 37 today. The wind makes it feel a little colder. In fact, before, when I had my hands in that sorghum and we stopped, we took a little break as I came over to the coop, I had to go warm up my hands. They were just freezing. But we're at the larger coop. This happens to be a broiler coop that we use as a run in the wintertime. So in the summertime we raise broilers in here. In the wintertime we attach it to our larger coop, and that gives them a run off the back. The smaller coop that you saw had a run built into it. Again, maybe I'll do a coop tour, but for now, this is our larger coop, and I'll toss it in here and see what they do. Yeah, they stay in there. Some of them are molting right now, so they don't look the best, so stay in there. Well, they're going after it a little bit. I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, girls, stay in there. Okay, so this coop here, these hens definitely are interested in that sorghum. They are really going after that silage. I'm going to see if I can slowly open the door. I'm not sure if I can do it without them noticing. I've quietly opened the latch, because when they hear that latch, they are ready to go. But they are really going after it there. Give you a quick look. Ah! They are really going after it in there. I think I'm just not interested in chicken herding today, so I'm going to leave them in there. I'm just going to tell you that the chickens are really, there you go, they are really pecking away at it, scratching at it, trying to get through it. So, okay, so small scale silage. What's my take on it? I think it works. I think for us it's a success. I could see us doing this again. The chickens seem to like it. It'll give them something to do in the wintertime. I think if I were to do something different, I would probably tap into it a little bit sooner during the winter. Winter's all but over. I mean, it's a balmy 37 today, something like that. So it's pretty warm out today here in Minnesota, but I think it's a success. It's pretty easy to do. We used a wood chipper. You could do it by hand if you wanted to. Take some heavy duty garbage bags, put it in a feed sack. You've got a feed sack that gives it some structural support. Chop up the corn and sorghum stalks or whatever. If you've got hay, you can do it with hay as well. Chop it up, throw it in the bag, and make sure it's got enough moisture in it if you're doing hay, by the way. You don't want your hay to be too dry. And let it ferment. And it looks to me like it's a success. Gives those hens something to do in the wintertime. So hopefully that was helpful for you, and make it happen.